smell a rat.
And good Sunday morning. Yes, it's time for the show previews for this week, 6/28/26. June has slipped on by us as it looks to be. So, yeah, I played that little thing at the start there because, I've had a few bad actors come on my stuff. And, I don't mind some criticism and whatnot, but I will not take deceit and, uh, and just comments against my character that are really untrue and unnecessary because you're losing the argument. So I had to thin the herd a little bit. And it was unfortunate because one of those folks was somebody who I thought was a friend, but they basically betrayed me. And are cowards. I get it. If you got a problem with me, well, let's take it up off the social interweb. But when you start coming out and doing what this person did, I'm sorry. It's a bridge too far for me. You are gone. Exit stage left. Goodbye. And your counterpart there is gone as well. So that is, I will not suffer fools, and they won't. Now you can see I got my Shelton shirt on. Now I did have a Max shirt too, but I left it at the convention last week. I don't know if that was a Freudian slip or not, but I did leave it there on accident. It was totally accident. So I'm sure somebody found it in the chairs. But we have a good show for you coming up on the mouthwash. We'll start backwards to forwards. How about that? We'll go backwards forward. Mouthwash, Witty Reviews, the rinse. So mouthwash, we have Democrats that went to the convention are going to come on. I have one lined up. Possibly Jesse Brown is going to be on the panel. I hope so. And we have a couple more that are thinking about it. Now, I do find that it's Republicans have no problem speaking their mind. They have no problem with blah, 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 speaking their mind. On the other hand, Democrats, they have talking points, but they sometimes have a hard time articulating why they have those talking points. And therefore, it's tough to get them on, say, a live talk show or this type of thing. That's just my opinion of what I've noticed. I know that our show started out as a right, left, center, but it seemed like it had a heavily right audience. And so maybe that does it. But I have had Democrats on before. Jesse Brown's been on. They are always welcome to come on. I've invited Andre Carson to come on, and you know how that went. But anyway, so new thing for the mouthwash. I just signed up for this thing called Stars. I have no idea what it is. It's a monetization thing that you can put on there. You can send me these stars. I think, you got to buy these stars and you send them to the show, and that's how you help fund us. So we're trying to get some of that going. The other way you could do that. Now, you're probably thinking, well, why is John talking about funding? What is that? So here you go. I'm going to put that up there. Venmo. You can Venmo us. So why I'm talking about funding is because we are adding another show on. That announcement will not come this Tuesday, but the next Tuesday for the following Thursday. I know that's a long time from now. 2 weeks from now, we have another show coming. And I just want to say that the network is growing, but it does cost money. I have to up my subscription for StreamYard to add people onto that. Now, this person that's coming on this show has a StreamYard, which I think they're going to be able to take back to the minimal. So they might be able to give us a little bit of money for that, to help with this part. So, wait. Hold on a second, Justin. We'll do that. So anyway, yeah, I'm reading the comments. Sorry, I wouldn't produce. And also, this person actually said that they would help produce the Mouthwash show, so I could pay attention to the comments and post videos without having to do the show. And with my ADHD brain, sometimes I get a little derailed. That's what happens. But anyway, Justin, I see you there in the comments. We had a great time on the John Russ show the other day. That was fun. All right, I'm getting down the rabbit trail. So let's see. Mouthwash. We have Democrat convention people coming on. We're going to talk about that. That ought to be fun. Let's back it up to Witty Reviews. Witty Reviews is these finance reports have come out with these people, and so Witty's going to be digging into that a little bit. And we got the Eagle Creek. They've the last hurdle has been jumped or cleared to take a bunch of water out of Eagle Creek and then put it back. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. Maybe it's good. And when things are stagnant, that's bad. So if you're circulating that water all the way from Lebanon back to Eagle Creek through the process and all that, hey, it might be good. Who knows? I don't know. I'm a little skeptical. But anyway, that's what Whitty's going to be digging into, these government contracts, campaign cash, pay for play, all of those things he covers. He should be the most feared researcher in the central Indiana and maybe the world. So you want to tune into that. That's at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock Whitty Reviews, 9 o'clock Mouthwash Talk Show. But we have the rinse. Oh, hold on. I think Brad told me that there would be no rinse show tonight. So that's we'll have cooked fish incoming. Yeah, it's like the water. Yeah, who knows? Like I said, it may make so much algae. So whenever you put wastewater back, it's phosphorus and those type of things. Now, I think this is just for cooling and things, but whenever you do wastewater, trust me, I own a sewer utility. The byproduct is algae. So that's what eats the phosphorus, the nutrients that come from the waste. So nature takes care of this thing. There's 5 bacteria that do this. There's 2 aerobic or 3 aerobic and 2 anaerobic, or the other way around. There's these bacteria and they just eat until they like eat each other all up till and billions of them. And then what happens is when they all those little, aerobic and anaerobic guys they all pile up, and that's what you get, sludge. That's what ends up. That's the byproduct of all those organisms eating each other is sludge. So there you go. There's your now you know. If you didn't know, now you know how that works, how the sewer process works, and that's why they aerate it for those 2 aerobic organisms to eat. So while you're sleeping at night, they're eating 24 hours a day, keeping our water clean. But like I said, the byproduct is phosphorus, and it's what algae thrives on. So you'll have algae. So I don't know if that has anything to do with the reflecting pond, but it's very much similar situation. But let's see. So we got Whitty Reviews. He's going to be digging into that. No rinse show. Church Pew Review. All right, Jordan, we'll put this up. He's going to go to Emmanuel Church with Aiden. He's going to the main campus down Stone's Crossing. Now, a little tidbit there. I actually laid some bricks on it used to be called Cantor Hall. Now it is the children's wing of that church. That was 34 years ago. I'm getting old. But anyway, I've done Church Pew Review down there. Danny Anderson, one of the best preachers in central Indiana and maybe the world. I don't know. I used to go there a lot to that church. I would go on Saturday night and then go to my church on Sunday, and then the St. Francis and Clare Men's Group on Monday. I always said I need a lot of churching, but I'm a sinner and I want to need a lot of churching. So if you're going to go to a church, they have campuses all over Indiana. I think there's one in Franklin. I think I saw the one in Franklin. I think is a newer one. There's one over here in Garfield Park. There's one on Banna. They have a bunch of places. And I call Danny my favorite psychologist preacher. He has a lot of life hacks, and he puts those into the sermon, and it makes it easier for you to apply God's word. So I really like Danny. He's got a lot of energy. He has come a long way. He is now, I think he's approaching Joel Osteen status as far as famous, how famous he is now. Don't make no mistake about it. Danny is no Joel Osteen. Danny's much classier than that. So anyway, you have that. So, hey, we got any updates on small nuclear reactors coming to Indy? I don't know. I do not know if that's what we have coming here. I think it would make sense if you could put a small reactor on a submarine. You think we could build one to up here on the ground? So, and we got Purdue. We got all those engineers up there. Come on, Purdue. And actually, I don't want to leave out Troon because that's another engineering university here in Indiana. Don't leave them out. I think if I was the president of Troon, I would make it. I would be like John F. Kennedy back in the 60s. We will have a man on the moon by the end of this decade. I would be saying we will have a small nuclear reactor by the end of this decade. Hey, you can thank me later for that speech. But anyway, we are going on here to Church Pew Review. I am going to Eastern Star Church today. Service is at 10:45. They have 3 campuses here in Indianapolis. I've always heard of Eastern Star. It is in the political. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Sorry about that. Rose-Hulman. Yeah, they are. Actually, my son-in-law is a graduate of Rose-Hulman as an engineer, and he's actually an engineer for the Chick-fil-A. Lives down in Noonan, Georgia. He works really closely with the mothership. What he does is say they want to cook a chicken. So he would be the guy that would go to the person that builds the chicken cooking machine, oven, whatever you want to call it, and the actual restaurant. And he's the guy that makes that all work. He makes sure that chicken is cooked just right and all that, and the prayers are said, and the chicken goes to heaven after he's been killed. So anyway, I digress. But yeah, Rose-Hulman. So see, look, Indiana's got such great engineering schools. If I left somebody out, I am so sorry. Make sure you post it. So we are going to have the Church Pew Review down at Eastern Star. Now, I remember Eastern Star has been around for quite a while. For some reason, I remember my mom and grandma talking about Eastern Star Church. Now, of course, my mom has been passed away for 38 years, 30, I don't know, a long time. And my grandma has been passed away for about 43. So I know that there was something to go there. Lisa is going to give you, he's actually over a division of a supply chain. That's what I said, Lisa. Come on. I just said that sort of in a different way. So anyway, that we're going to go do that. So, wait. Oh, here's the bragging mother-in-law. I wish we had some mother-in-law jokes for Adam to give out. He got a promotion. Smart guy. Yeah. He's like that little kid on, Uncle Buck, that Macaulay Culkin's character. He just asks 1,000 questions of whenever I talk to him. He asks me that, and I'm supposed to go down with his buddies, and we're going to do a masonry seminar. I'm going to teach them how to do basic masonry skills, and I'll tell you what, that will make them appreciate their engineering jobs and their other jobs, because masonry ain't for everybody. You got to have a strong back and a weak mind. I didn't say that, did I? But anyway, I digress again. We have the Church Pew Review. I think Brad's off, but just tune in just in case we do that. Let's see who else we have here. Then we have Witty Reviews. He's going to be doing his thing. Like I said, the best researcher around. If you're a politician and you're doing bad things, you might want to stay away from Witty. And he's awfully proud of not being kicked out of the convention. So that was a plus for him. Although he has lost his Twitter and Instagram account again. So, I just want to say, I don't want to jinx my record here, but I've never been banned, jailed, or the worst we've ever had was we had a show taken down on YouTube because Ashley Grogg mentioned the vaccine. Actually, the 2 times we've been taken down, Ashley Grogg has been on and mentioned the vaccine. But hey, clear sail on every since we've had that. Okay, so we're going to have, the next couple of weeks, we got some cool stuff coming up. We got Catherine Callahan coming up after this Tuesday show, and we're going to talk about her lawsuit up in Madison County. And I don't know, up Madison County, it's like the bridges of Madison County, burning the bridges of Madison County. That little county, it's small but mighty, but it has a lot of stuff that goes on up there. If you'll recall, the Barrymore feuds from Madison County, they're just having a heck of a feud up there for everybody to see. And then we have some interesting stuff going on. I just heard from somebody else too. Oh, after that. So we're lining up these really good shows. So Joseph Borka, if you followed our show at all, that he is suing the Republican Party for their rules. I mean, I'm just going to sum it up that way. So we are going to have Joseph on, and another person, I believe from Georgia, is going to come on, and they're going to talk about it. He's actually suing the party as well, very similar to his lawsuit. So, and we'll have an update on how that's going, because that's going to the Supreme Court. I mean, who would ever thought? I knew somebody was taking something to the Supreme Court. It's going to be interesting. So 3 shows from now. So just stay tuned. We're growing and we got the stars going. You can help finance us a little bit. And hold on, I want to switch up. If you don't have Venmo, then maybe you got Cash App. There you go. You can Cash App some stuff. We've got some donations. It only takes about $1,000 to put this show on for the fees of StreamYard to get to that level we need. Everyone, no one gets paid on our show. Obviously, we can't afford it, but and that's why I like that. I like that because we are not answering to anyone. We could talk freely about whatever, and then it works out. So, and I do always thank the people that I've drug along on this thing, that they just come on for nothing. They just come on because they enjoy the conversation and all that. Oh, another program note. I was on the John Rust radio show. We recorded that on Wednesday and it played yesterday at 1. Had a couple people call me and say, "Hey, I heard you on the radio." I'm like, yeah, and I do believe it plays again on Freedom 95. I think Tuesday morning, early in the morning, like 6 or 6:30. So if you're driving into work, really bored, trying to keep yourself from doing road rage, then listen to the show. We'll calm your nerves. We'll calm your nerves and make your morning commute better than it's ever been. So anyway, that's pretty much all we have. Like and share and do all that stuff. Send us some stars. I got to see how this works if we actually get some stars and all that. And you can just straight up donate some money. That's all. I mean, we're not asking for much, just a little bit. So with that being said, I think that's all. Let me go through my list here. Rinse, Democrat, yeah, we got it. We got it all done. That's unbelievable. Can't believe it. So, all right. Well, hey, tune in for stuff. I got 10:45 service. They said it was 75 minutes. So 10:45 plus 75 minutes plus another 10 minutes to get outside, whatever that equals out to. Sounds like about 12:30 to me. So tune in for Church Pew Review live at around 12:30. So, hey, everybody have a great Sunday. Have fun. Do something fun today. Carry on.